Hello and welcome to All Things Knitty. This week's stitch is the Rainbow Arch stitch, and this is a beautiful little snuggle blanket. The pattern is a multiple of 6 plus 2, and this little blanket is 20 inches by 20 inches, and that includes your border. So the stitch count for this size is 84 stitches, then 2 more, so 86 in total. It is a beautifully textured blanket. It's slightly reversible. The back of the pattern's quite nice as well. Okay, so once you have your multiples of 6 chained loosely, we're going to begin in the second chain from our hook. So 1, 2, and in this stitch here we're going to do a single crochet, and that's a US single crochet. It's a double crochet UK terms. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. Once you have 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2. So it's single crochet. We are then going to skip 2 stitches. Okay, so we've worked a single crochet. We're going to skip 1, 2, and in the next stitch, so skip 1, 2, and in the next, we're going to work 6 US double crochets. It's a treble in the UK. So into this stitch, you're going to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. Once you have 3 loops, sorry, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And you're going to work 6 double crochets into that same chain. So 5 more. And that's 3, 4, and 5. Oh. So that's 6 in total. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 more is 6 in total. We're then going to skip 2 stitches. Okay, so just make sure, because we're working into this, it leaves this big gap. Just make sure you can sometimes pull your chain over. So skip 1, 2, and in the next, you're going to work a single crochet. Skip 2, 1, 2, and in the next, repeat what you just done, 6 double crochets in that same chain. So that's 3 double crochet, number 4, and that's the last one there. Okay, so again, just make sure your count is right. So skip 1, 2, you'll work a single crochet in here. You'll skip 1, 2, you'll work 6 double crochets in there. Skip 2, single crochet, skip 2, 6 double crochets, and you do that all the way across the row. Once you've done your last little shell, stop and I'll just show you how to finish the row. So you've just done the last of your shells of 6 double crochets. We will skip 2 stitches and end your foundation row with a single crochet. Okay, so we're going to begin pattern row 1. So to do that, chain 3 and turn your work. This chain 3 counts as a double crochet, so this stitch has been worked into. When you look at your shell, if you turn it over towards yourself, we're going to be working in the back loop only. So this one here is where the double crochet, the chain 3 counts. So into this one here in the back loop only, we're going to work a double crochet. So yarn over, go into the back loop only, and work a double crochet. You're going to repeat that 2 more times. So you're going to do a double crochet, in the back loop only, so that's 3 back loop only double crochets. You're then going to chain 1, but this chain is where we're going to be working into from now on. So keep this chain in between the double crochets very loose, because we're going to be working into it later. So it's 3 double crochets, 1 loose chain, and then 3 more back loop only double crochets, and that means every post of the shell has been worked into. So back loop only, 3 more double crochets, 1 in each stitch. Okay, you're then going to skip 1, so we're skipping this one that joins the shells, so we're not working into this one. We're going to do the same. We're going to do 3 double crochets, chain 1, and a double crochet in each of the chains down the back of the shell. So 3 double crochet, 1, 2, and that's the third. You're then going to loosely chain 1 and then work down the back of the shell. Again, you're going to skip the where we join, where the shells join. So skip 1 and then work double crochet, double crochet, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the back loop only, double, double crochet. Do that all the way across. When you've done the chain 1 and 2 stitches, stop, and I'll just show you how to end the very last. So 3 double crochet, chain 1, and then just work 2, and we'll finish the row together. So you've done your chain 1 and 2 back loop double crochets. So to end the row, just finish that shell. So finish the third one, do a back loop only in the double crochet, and then into this chain here, in the very top chain, we're going through the stitch, not under it. We're going to do a double crochet, but we're going to pull it up nice and tall. So pull it up so that your hook is straight across the arch. Yarn over, pull through 2, keeping it nice and straight through 2, and that just means that your blanket won't pull. Okay, so to begin pattern row 2, chain 1 and turn. Working into this very first stitch here, we're going to work a single crochet, and then we'll skip 3 and into the chain 1 that you made nice and loose. That's where you're going to work your 6 double crochets. You're not going into this big gap here. We're actually going into that chain 1 space. So yarn over. This can be quite tricky if you didn't make it loose, but make sure you have the V and you're through that stitch. I hope you can see that. You're not under it. So 6 double crochets into that chain space. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so then skip 3 again. This time we are working into this big gap here. So into the space between the arch part where we do 3, chain 1, 3, into the big gap, you're going to work a single crochet. Skip 3 again, or just jump straight over to this chain 1 space, and that's where you're going to do 6 double crochets. So you're skipping over 3 and into that chain space, 6 double crochets. That's 4, 5, and 6. you're then going to skip 3 or jump straight over to the space between the arches, and under the stitch into the big gap you're going to work a single crochet. Skip 3, work your 6 double crochets into the chain, a single crochet into the big gap, 6 double crochets into the chain here, and once you've done 6 double crochets, stop and I'll show you how to end pattern row 2. So continue working just like you did your 6 double crochets and a single crochet in between. Okay, so you've done your last shell of 6 double crochets. To end the row, you're going to skip 3, and into the very top of this chain 3, you're going to work a single crochet. So work a single crochet. Make sure you're through the stitch and not under the stitch, and work a single crochet. Okay, we're then going to chain 3, turn your work, and we will repeat pattern row 1 where we work into the back loop only, and we work a double crochet in each, chain 1 and 3 double crochets down the back. So 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and then work a double crochet in the back loop only down the shell. That's the 2 rows that you're going to repeat. Now, to do the size of the blanket that I done, you're going to need to work until your piece measures 19 inches by 19 inches, and then we'll begin the border. So you'll repeat pattern rows 1 and 2 until your pattern reaches that size, or if you're just doing a scarf, you could, once it's finished, if you want to do the border, I'll show you how to do that next. So keep working, and I'll see you once you've got your project complete, and I'll show you how to do the border. Okay, so you've finished your work, and you've finished after doing pattern row 1. To begin the border, we're going to work round your project using the same yarn, and we're going to work a single crochet all the way around using this colour before we swap over to white. So to do that, in the corner we've just completed this double crochet, so you're going to chain 1, turn your work so it's on its side, and we now have a stitch and a bar, a stitch and a bar. We've chained 1, we're going to work another single crochet into the stitch, and then work 2 single crochets under the bar. So 1, 2 single crochet, 1 in the stitch, 2 under the bar, 1 in the stitch, 2 under the bar, and you're going to do that all the way down the side of your project. When you come to the corner, so into the very last stitch, you're going to do single crochet, chain 1, and another single crochet into the same stitch. Turn your work. So now you're working into the foundation row. You're going to work into every single stitch across. So into the foundation chain, should I say, you're going to work 1 single crochet. When you come to this big gap, this is only 1 stitch. It's very loose, obviously, because we've worked into it, but if you go through that, you're only going to have 1 stitch. So stitch, stitch, and then when you come to this big gap, you work your single crochet under that big gap, and then continue working across the bottom in every single stitch you're going to do single crochets, and then when you come to the big gaps you're going to work one single crochet in there. Do that all the way across. Do a single crochet, chain one, single crochet, and then this side is a wee bit different where you're just going to work into every stitch. There isn't a stitch in a bar because these are our chain threes. When you get to this top corner, so your work is facing the correct way, stop, and I'll just show you how to do this top row. So continue all the way around, single crochets, single crochet, chain one, single crochet, and then single crochet, and stop up here, and we'll do it together. Okay, so to finish this single crochet round, we're not once you've come to the top, you're just going to work back loop only slip stitches. So back loop only and work a slip stitch. So pull through one and pull straight through two all the way across. So back loop only slip stitches. Once you get to the top, this corner, you're going to fasten off this colour and then grab your contrast colour, and we'll begin the nice border. Okay, so slip stitch in every stitch across the top row and fasten off here, and we'll begin the next part. Okay, to begin the next part of our border, I always like to turn my work to the side, grab your white yarn or your contrasting colour, make a slip knot, place your hook, place the yarn behind your work, and then put your hook through, grab onto the loop, and then tighten the slip knot down. Bring your yarn to the front, and we're going to begin. So chain one, into this single crochet here, you're going to work a herringbone half double crochet. So yarn over, go into the stitch, yarn over, pull through. You have 3 loops. Without yarning over, you're going to pull this loop through this loop. So pull the first loop through the second. You have 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2. Into the next stitch, yarn over, insert, pull through 1, pull 1 through 2, sorry, yarn over, pull through 2. Same again. This is the stitch that you use for the border, and you're going to do the same kind of routine where once you get to the corner, so you work 1 in each until you come to the corner, and then you're going to work a herringbone half double, so pull through, then chain 1 and work another herringbone half double crochet in the corner stitch, then move on and work a herringbone half double crochet in each stitch all the way along to the corner, and it's the same again. Work 1, chain 1, work 1 herringbone, do the same, and all the way across it's just the same in the, oh sorry, you couldn't see that, same in this corner, and then when you get to about here, stop, and I'll show you just how to fasten this lovely little very simple but pretty border around your work. So 1 herringbone half double crochet in each stitch across, 1 chain 1, 1 in the corners. Okay, so you've just come to the end of your white border, and if you remember, we made a slip knot before we put our hook through the front. What I like to do is, when I'm about to work into the very last stitch, so I would be making a herringbone, I'd put my hook through, and then I like to slip that slip knot onto my hook before I finish that last stitch, and that just makes it extra secure. So then pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, and then slip stitch in the very next stitch, and that's it. You would pull that out and fasten it off, and that would be your little snuggle blanket. Or, I mean, I've only did 2, 4, 6, 8 rows, and it's a really good size. You could, I suppose, if you did that maybe with 3 repeats, it'd be a nice wee coaster or something. It's very versatile, this the stitch. So that was the beautiful Rainbow Arches snuggle blanket, and as you can see, it's just absolutely beautiful with that dead simple border as well. So all the links and everything important will be in the description box below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it, and turn the notifications on, and I will see you next Sunday. Bye.